How to create a stenciled pattern with Vintage Storehouse Metallic Powder and wax. For today's tutorial, you will need a project that is either bare wood or painted with a porous substance such as chalk or milk-based paints. Today's project has been painted with our new line of chalk-based paint that is being released June 2015 in the color Nightingale. Clear wax. Today we are using Fitties & Sons Supreme Wax. A plastic spoon, paper plate, a rag or microfiber cloth. Today we are using Vintage Storehouse disposable microfiber cloths. Vintage Storehouse Metallic Powder. Today we are using the color Skyscraper. Tape. A stencil. Today we are using a Herringbone stencil by Royal Design Studio. And a stiff bristled brush. Today we are using the Vintage Storehouse dusting brush. In today's tutorial, we're going to demonstrate how to use wax to apply metallic powder in a stenciled pattern, but you can also use wax to apply metallic powder without a stencil to create an overall metallic look or just to add a few highlights with the powder. Step 1. Apply a coat of wax over the entire area you're going to be working with. This way you don't create a mess trying to go back through and wax the areas that you didn't apply the powder to after. Use your plastic spoon to grab a spoonful of wax out of the can. Put that in the middle of your microfiber cloth, then wrap the edges around the ball of wax, allowing the wax to seep through the cloth. Then wipe the wax all over the surface of your project. Step 2. Tape off any areas of the project that you don't want to get the metallic powder on. If your project has edges like mine, I recommend taping all the way around the area to prevent any overspill getting into the cracks of your project. Don't worry if you forget this step, it's easy to clean up the loose powder after as well. Step 3. Attach your stencil using masking tape. Make sure it's very secure before you start to apply the powder. Step 4. Mix the metallic powder with the wax. There isn't a right or wrong amount of powder to add to the wax. Just add a few teaspoons at a time until you get a good ratio that you're happy with. In this example, I mixed approximately 4 teaspoons of powder with 2 tablespoons of wax. Step 5. Apply the wax mixture to the project. Dip a cloth into the mixture, getting a small amount on the rag. Work the wax mixture into the surface of the paint in either a swirling or back and forth motion. I like to use a disposable microfiber cloth for this because I can just throw it away after and I don't need to worry about the little pieces of lint getting into the wax as I work. You can stop here if you like and create a subtle metallic look with just the wax mixture, but I like to make it stand out a little bit more. Step 6. Make it pop by adding another layer of metallic powder. While the wax is still tacky, dip a dusting brush or stiff bristled brush into the metallic powder and apply directly over the waxed area. I like to work back and forth, but you could also swirl it around, whatever works best for your project. Work in small sections so that your wax doesn't dry too much before you get a chance to add the second layer of metallic powder. Step 7. Reposition your stencil and repeat steps 4 through 6. Step 8. Tape it off. This is optional. I had a difficult time working the stencil into the corners of my project, so I decided to just tape off the same design around the edges using masking tape. Step 9. Touch up any areas that have bled through by using a clean cloth with some additional wax to wipe away the powder. Once again, I use masking tape to create a clean line for the touch-ups. Maintenance. No additional protection is necessary with this finish. To clean, use a dry lint-free cloth to remove any dust. If necessary, use a damp cloth without any harsh chemicals to wipe away any spills. And that's how you create a stenciled pattern using wax and Vintage Storehouse Metallic Powder. Want more furniture restoration videos? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow our blog at vintagestorehouserestorationco.com to get new posts sent right to your inbox. For more information on the products used in this demonstration, you can find links for each product in the description box below. Thanks for watching!